Most Wi-Fi money entrepreneurs do not understand productivity. They have an infatuation with hustle culture, with putting in a lot of work and making themselves feel good about the work rather than looking at the results. And I think this is one of the main things that is preventing many entrepreneurs in the online space from scaling. They will be on hustle culture, they will be course hopping, looking for the better strategy, doing the same activities over and over and over again from week to week, and therefore never building a compounding vehicle that gets them to scale. And this really is just a worker type mindset, because entrepreneurs, CEOs, they build systems, they build scalable things, and they build some type of leverage during the time that they work. And I see this as well with the highest achieving people that I know. They don't grind 24/7. They prioritize getting in a few solid hours of deep work every single day, then getting in meetings and stuff, making sure that the team is aligned. And from there are a few frameworks that they use to consistently build compounding leverage. So we'll talk with you about those, but understand that they don't sit behind their TV, or not their TV, their computer 16 hours. They work for a few hours, then they meditate or go to the sauna or go to the gym, then they work for a few more hours, then they might do some social activity, or they go to the sauna or gym, whatever the combination of that day is. They get high quality food in, they do the reading every single day, productive habits, but not grinding all day long. It's the same idea as the top 10 richest people having as much wealth as the bottom 3.5 billion people. These bottom 3.5 people, many of them work just as hard as the people that are at the top do. And yet they are, nowhere near as wealthy. The bottom has, what is the number, like 84 billion hours compared to the 240 hours that the top 10 have. So obviously it's about leverage. It's not about just using your time working on things. It's really worker mindset. So anyways, what we want to do instead is we want to optimize for flow state. We want to optimize for deep work, for full engaged work where we sprint and we work on key activities. And then we want to rest, recuperate, rebuild our energy, and then go in at 100% again. That is the slingshot effect that Iman Gadzhi talks about, the power of full engagement. There's many different people talking about this. You want to go super hard and then recuperate. And during this recuperation period is often when breakthroughs come to you. This is why Elon Musk talks about, his best ideas coming in the shower. So there are 3 different frameworks that I want to give you that can enable you to basically have more leverage in your work, choose higher quality activities, and build something that is compounding over time with systems. The first thing that I want to give you is the 4 C's. So here are 4 primary ways in which we can build some type of leverage. The first thing is code. So we build a piece of content or code once, and from this piece of code, we can reuse it over and over and over again, right? Like everyone can use that code. There's content. So instead of talking one-to-one, you can watch this video again and again. Then there's capital. So we make an investment and it has a certain yield and we have to use our time minimally to monitor that. And then there's collaboration. So we hire people that do certain activities for us. Now, in terms of hiring, there is another framework. So it's the framework of eliminate, automate, delegate. So we want to get very specific on what are all of the things that we can just eliminate and not do because they're not a priority. There is then automate, right? We can make some type of code or some type of tool that ensures that it happens automatically, or we can delegate it to someone who can do that activity again and again. Now, very important, when you hear these things, you might have heard them before, you might not have, doesn't really matter. Don't just hear them and think, okay, that is cool, and then proceed with your day like most dipshits do. Actually take action on it on a consistent basis. How we do this with our clients and with ourselves is we have a system where whenever we get an idea on something that we should be doing, we push it through the funnel, like we capture the idea, And then at the end of the day, we reflect and we look at all of the ideas, we look at all of the things that we should be doing. We prioritize the things that we have planned to do. So we look at the highest priority things. And from there, it becomes very easy to look at, okay, what are the priorities? Then instead of acting on ideas that you get throughout the day right away, we look at them at the end of the day and we realize, okay, these things are all dumb. I don't even have to do these. Then there is a bunch of other things that you can have someone else do. You don't have to do them yourself. And by building systems, by automating things and thinking about these frameworks every single day, rather than just knowing the framework, that is what really gives the result. Because if every single day you think, these are the activities that I want to do tomorrow, can I eliminate this? Can I automate this? Can I delegate this in some way? Rather than it just being a framework that you know you've heard of sometime, that is how you actually get the result. And then in regards to the first framework, really think, what are the activities that I'm doing on a week? Map out all of the activities that you have in a week. Go have a look at where your time is going, and then figure out, okay, in what areas can I apply more leverage? And that way you'll build something that is compounding, rather than you constantly putting in effort and getting in equal amounts of output or getting diminishing returns. So I hope this video is helpful. This is something pretty close to my heart. If you want to get a full productivity system that leverages this kind of concept, you can join our community, in which we'll give you our entire system, how we run things with our clients to free up all of this brain capacity to constantly be building leverage in the most effective way possible. And outside of that, I'll see you in the next video.